Fans on Soaring Eagle. Today what I'm going to do is address a couple of items, two or three, maybe two of them, I'm not sure if there's three. Yeah, three items probably that I need to look after to complete on this trailer that I've just kind of procrastinated on and haven't gotten to. And today is a step in the right direction. And so let's go have a look and see what they are. So in the first piece, if we've noticed on the hitch here, there's a plate there for propane bottles. So I do have plumbing in there for propane line, and it goes into a PVC pipe underneath the trailer for extra protection. So I have the cowling, just don't have the propane tanks. I do have one smaller tank, but so that's one thing that I need to address and finish up. So that line goes to the inside here, right there through the floor, and so in the future I can hook up above here some propane tanks, or not propane tanks, but propane stove, and do some cooking inside. That'll be detachable, and possibly might even put a connection to the outside wall here. And another thing that I have to address is the finishing up around the door here is rather unfinished looking and not too sightly or whatever, so I just need to finish up around the door frame and get that done. A little bit on the back door as well. And then the third item that I want to address is well, I guess there's probably four. So anyway, that paneling has been open there for some time, and I've been wanting to build a little bit of a shelving project, and that's what we're going to get started on today. And then up top I have one more section of roof to do, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to finish off this end material, so I just left it vacant for now. So I just have the insulation and the actual roof material. It gets screwed down to this plywood that I put onto the metal ribbing that holds or supports the roof aluminum from the manufacturers. And all these slats, they actually came as joints on the walls and stuff that we took off, and so I layered them about 3 thick and put them on the ceiling to attach the finished ceiling product to. So that's another item that I have to do, is just get that last piece put up, and then today we're going to start working on this shelving unit here, and it'll just slide in there and screw into the wall, so that if I ever have to get in behind there for some wiring or plumbing, I can just move the whole cabinet out and have access to that back panel there, the back wall. So as far as paneling for the cabinet that I'm going to build, I stopped off at Windsor Plywood and picked up some birch plywood. It's 1/2 inch birch plywood, is a 4x8 sheet, and I had them cut it into the dimensions that I was going to need. So the shelf is only going to be 5 inches deep, 71 inches tall, and about 13 inches across the back. And some of these extra cuts here are going to be the shelving inside. So that's the pre-finished birch paneling that we'll be using on there. I've already used some other birch like that for other shelving in the RV. So let's get set up here. It's time to move on and get the second panel done. Do the same thing, cut all the same holes, same location. And here we have panel 2 completely drilled out. Alright, so today what we're going to do is glue and nail the little cabinet together here, and see if we can get it installed into the front of the RV. So let's see how we're going to do it. See which plate. Guess it doesn't really matter which will be the front or the back, because they're both pre-finished. And just have to make sure that both these side pieces, the tops, are the same direction. So we'll make this end the top. And these holes here will have to go to the inside where the shelving will go. So let's go get our glue. Where is it? Right here. Oh yeah, there we go. A little test sample there. So I'm just going to nail it together with some brad nails to help hold it together, and also this LePage glue here. And what we want to do is make the shelf so that we can take it in and out of the cavity there, in case I have to get to the front of the trailer on the inside there for wiring or plumbing. Flush at the other end. So let's get one nail in there so it doesn't fall over on us. There we go. Side, see what it looks like before we do the other one. Yeah, it looks alright. Just going to on this side here, get this one pinned down. There we go. I think what I'll do is I'll do this end as well, get it leveled off so it doesn't move around. And let's see, we're going to pull that out. Let's have a look on the inside. Looking good. A little mini shelf is coming through. in there, so it just needs to go back in a couple more inches to the back wall. It'll protrude a little bit in the front. So let's get that edge sanded down so it'll slide. Alright, we're getting close to getting our shelf finished here. Just have some shelves to put in and put the bottom plate on. So I'm just going to put another layer in here. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Get that one in there. Alright, I have some plates made up. I already have those 2 plates put on. So let's just slide this one in there. And one more down the bottom. Oop. I guess I didn't count right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back one's up too high. There we go. Alright, that'll give us a little shelving in there, put toothpaste, toilet paper, and those kind of commodities. And I'm going to just fix up this corner here, put a trim plate on there on both sides. And it should be good to go. I like that much better than being open, having some extra shelving there. See how that looks from back here. Awesome. Well, good morning. Here we are, day 2. We're continuing to work on the shelf unit in the bathroom shower area. Had the shelving made here on the first day, and today I'm just coming back here. I'm going to put a frame around the whole shelf unit and make it a little bit stronger and just make it look a little bit more robust like a shelf. So we're going to get busy on that and use the Craig pocket hole cutter to screw and glue the front frame together. So we're going to work on that and get set up here. So follow us along, and hopefully we'll get that part done and get it inserted, get the shelf put back into the trailer there, and see what it looks like. Just sizing up the 1/2 by 1.5 pieces of wood that I'm going to use for the framing. So in this part of the setup here, what we'll do is we'll use the same Craig jig for the pocket hole cutting as we did on all the cabinets up top in the kitchen and bedroom area, and we'll do the same with this frame. Use that Craig jig to cut the pocket holes, and then screw it together with some 1/4-inch screws and glue, and we'll get that set up here. Get these pieces out of the way. This little plywood jig that I made up here will help us to start out to get it squared off once we get the holes cut. Just to use this to square off the corners on here. And let's see how this works. So what I'll do is find the drill bit. So I've got 2 of them here. Cut for set up for about the same depth. So what I'll do is I'll do a test run. Piece of scrap wood first, just to see how it works. Get this thing centered in there. drill all the way through. So that looks good. So it's just drilled in there enough to offset the screws when they fit into the slot here. We'll get all the pieces cut here. Glue and screw the piece together. So we'll set that test run aside here. Just one hole and one screw. So if you notice on that last corner piece that I did, when the screw hit, it wanted to lift this up. So what you can do is just pop that down with a clamp and keep that a little bit more level. And doesn't fight with us and kick up and get uneven. going to put 2 cross braces in here, and the center of them I had measured out at 23.5 inches. So we'll get those 2 cross pieces in there, just ticked off just a light little mark there in the center, and we'll screw and glue that as well. Never hurts to put a little bit extra glue and support something that's screwed together, especially in a travel trailer. You can. So we'll center that there, bird's eye view. So with this one, pretty accurate shot here for center. There we go. Let's look at the screws. And again, good bit to put the clamp on there just to keep it flush. Right. Piece quickly put together here. So with this one, center it at 23.5. Pretty good. You might be asking, but you'll have all those unsightly holes on your wooden frame there, but that's going to be on the back side of the cabinet. So there we go. There's the front side. There's the top there. Bottom is the bottom. In this section of video here, I'm just going to cut some panels for the top and the bottom of the shelf and get them inserted before I put the front face onto In this section of video, I'm just going to brad nail the faceplate to the shelving unit, and then we'll get it installed inside the ORV. See if it'll fit into the slotted area that I've created inside. I had to do a little bit of sanding so it would slide in there easily. So we're just about up to that point. Thanks again for coming along, and thanks for watching, and we are all appreciated. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy what you're watching, and it helps our channel grow and get out there to a few more viewers. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.